Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. It is me, Kirsten. Whew, I didn't think I was going to make it. I was running up to my office to get on here on time. So I'm here. It's 8 o'clock. Yay, yay, yay. We'll see if anybody joins on. We got kind of something deep to talk about tonight. That's exciting. How exciting is that? Just kind of checking my messages. My phone is blowing up. And so let me know that you're here. Give me some hearts. Hello, hello. Let me know. Questions. Today we're going to be talking about mediumship. Woo! It's something I wanted to talk about for a long time. Just kind of was scared to do it. Didn't know if everybody was ready for it. But you know what? I think it's time. I think we just need to get into it and just talk about it. Hello. Hi, Debbie. Hey, if any of you have any questions, come on, bring them to me. I love questions. I do want to go over a couple of things. Hey, Teresa. Hello, hello. We have the biggest weekend. I've been talking about it for like a month or so. And guess what? It's here. Yes, it's here. Revive 5 anniversary party. Yes, yes, from 1 to 4. So come join us. We're going to have food. We're going to have drawings. We have a lot going on. We have so much going on. I'm not even sure what's going on. So please, hi, Teresa. I'm going to like this real quick. I'm going to reply. Yes, so if you guys are available, I can't write and talk at the same time. Bam, there you go. Please join us. It's going to be fabulous. We're going to have, you know what? It's just a party. We just want to have a celebration. Everybody's going to be there. That's part of Revive, and all of you have made this happen. So we want to just celebrate all of you. So please join us Sunday, 1 to 4. It's going to be awesome. Yes, I'm so excited. Can you tell? Can you just see it? My energy going boom, 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 boom. All right, how is everybody's week going so far? It's Wednesday. How is everyone doing? You guys having a good week? You know, I'm kind of stalling to see if people come on. We do have a big, big night tomorrow night. Let me tell you, it is huge. Melissa and I at 7:30 are having our retreat meditation, but we have added something. We are having guardian angels give messages. So while you are at our retreat, our meditation retreat, you will be getting messages from your archangels. I know. Seriously? Isn't that awesome? So please join us. That's at 7:30. It is a $10 fee for that. Everybody is welcome. No experience is needed. You just need to be there. And whatever happens, happens. We love, love, love our Thursday night meditation. So please join us. That is for sure. Oh, and speaking of meditation, we normally have meditation on Sunday at 6:30, but because of the Revive 5 anniversary party, there will be no meditation. I'll probably be tapped out. No, we'll be cleaning up is what we'll be doing. So there will be none of that. But yes, we're going to be talking about mediumship. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so I'm talking about my experience. I'm talking about my knowledge. I'm not talking about everybody else's. Everybody has a different way of doing mediumship and how it comes to them. So I wrote some notes down of my experiences. Disclaimer, have to throw that out there. If you have questions, if you're curious, please let me know, because like I said, I love questions. I love to be able to answer anything for anybody. Just let me know. So here we go. Let's just get into it, shall we? So what is it? Do you guys know what it is? I mean, it's getting more mainstream. Okay, so you've got your Tyler Henry, or Henry Tyler. I always mix his name up. I don't know why I do that, but I've seen him at concert. He's really, really good, by the way. He's very charming. He's adorable, funny, young, cute, but he is legit. I've seen Teresa Caputo. Love her. I love her spunkiness. She is, I was picking up the same stuff she was, so I know a lot of people say she isn't legit, but in my experience, when I went to see her, we were picking up the same stuff. So she was on the stage and I was in the nosebleeds. So I'm going to say, yeah, she's legit, you know? So John Edwards, I was probably, it was probably one of my favorite mediums that I went and seen. He was so, there was nothing, there was no merchandise, there was no, like, I mean, you walked into a hotel and you went into this little banquet room, and honestly, you guys, there was like no hype, zero hype. And he came out with just a microphone, and he just looked like Joe Schmo. And, you know, before I went and seen Teresa Caputo, and it was a huge production, and her stage was just something I would decorate my house in. It was just beautiful. There was merchandise. There was, you know, hoopla, blah, 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 blah. With him, nothing. You just came out and you were just with him. Literally, I mean, we were so close. And I really, really enjoyed him. I picked up all of the same stuff that he did as well. And I really did love, I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. It was just different, and it was totally real. And you felt such a huge part of him, that he wasn't this, ooh, you know, big star, whatever. It was not like that at all. He was super humble. And I think I really love that, because that's pretty much how I try to be all the time. And so, and he made such a difference. And the way that he connected with people was by far different. So I really, 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 really love that. Let me see if I can, oh, here we are. Hello. All of a sudden my messages like disappeared. So I was like, oh my God, nobody's here. Hi guys. Let's see. Hello, hello, sweet cheeks. Oh, I love that, sweet cheeks. All right, are you guys ready for this? Let's do it. Okay, what is it? What is a medium? Okay, so there's psychics and there's mediums, and there's psychic mediums. Okay, so let me explain this, because I wrote it down so I don't, because when I get talking, I'm like, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes it just channels through. So the difference between a psychic and a medium. I did a video on this, actually, a YouTube video. I don't know if any of you have seen that, but all mediums are psychic, but not all psychics are medium. Okay, does that make sense? Did you guys get what I said? And why is that? Well, because there are a lot of, it's a gift. It literally is a gift. Now, can you hone in on that gift? Yes, you can. One of the things is, can you be, you know, it really does depend on the person, how open they are, and the connection that they have. And if you're just joining in, thank you for joining in. We are talking about mediumship. We are talking about what it is. And I'm only talking about, this is my disclaimer, I'm only talking about my experience and my knowledge to it. I've had the gift since I was itty bitty bitty. You that don't know me, that are joining on, thank you for joining on, that don't know me, I hid it for many, many years. I had to. I just had to. It wasn't a thing. So, but, excuse me, as I got older, kept knocking at my door, knocking at my door, knocking at my door. So now I use it every single day, and I am so happy that I do. It has probably been the best thing that has ever happened to me to let me be who I'm supposed to be. Now, I want to say this, and if you know me, I've said this a million times, and I apologize, I'm saying it again. If you come up to me, if you walk and revive, if you see me on the street, I do not read you. I will not read you. I will not tell you who is with you. I will not tell you your future or your present or your past. I won't do that unless you give me permission. That I am can tell you 1,000 times and 100% I will never, 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 never do. I just shut it down. So now that we got that out of the way, I don't want people to be afraid of me. I just don't, because I get a lot of people that say to me, oh my God, what are you picking up? I'm not. Unless you ask me to, nothing. It's not going to happen. So, okay. Basically what a medium is, and the only reason I have notes is because a lot of times when I get talking, I just start talking, and I'm just going to put them away because I know the subject better than anything. On my experience, mediums speak to people on the other side, people that have crossed over, people that are trying to get a message to their loved ones. Now, we have no control over who comes through and when they come through. That does not mean that they don't want to visit you. That does not mean that they don't love you. That doesn't mean that they miss you. It doesn't mean that they're not doing well. It's all on connection. It's all on frequency. The person I'm sitting across from has to be open. I have to be open. The spirit that comes through has to be open. There's, heaven is only an arm's length away. And even though it's that close to us, it still works on vibration and frequency. That frequency has to come down. I have to come up to that frequency. That's why we're called a medium. We meet in the middle. We're the medium. And then it's literally, I'm just the vessel. I don't remember what they said to me. Sometimes if it was very impactful and it goes into my memory bank, but other than that, I don't. It's not mine to remember. When they come through, it's usually because they want to connect to let you know, hey, I'm okay, or there's something specific, or you could be drawing them in because you could be going through something in your life and they're here to help you, guide you, help you, give you a message. I don't see anything dark. I don't want to see anything dark. I don't choose to see anything dark. They don't show me anything dark. The only thing, if it's going to prevent a life or save a life or anything like that, they will show it to me. I have done forensics. So doing forensics is like if somebody has died with a huge question mark, murder or anything like that. I have done that and have been very successful with it. Something that I don't advertise, but if it is presented to me, I love doing that kind of work because it is so incredibly healing. So when you connect with spirit on the other side, there is so many different things. In my experience, how it presents to me, each spirit will present differently to each medium. So when I said earlier that all mediums are psychic and all psychics are mediums, I want you really to be aware of that, because there's a lot of people that are really gifted in the psychic world, say that they connect with people on the other side, but don't technically do. Do they feel spirit? Yes. Do they feel, but it doesn't mean that they're like a full-blown medium. Okay, so just be aware of that. How you know is because there's more specifics, more details. All of a sudden, like with me, sometimes I feel what happened to them. Not my favorite thing. Like if they're laboring, breathing, all of a sudden I might be laboring, breathing. If they had a heart issue, all of a sudden I feel like I'm having a heart attack or something. I don't really like that, but that is how they present to me. And then once I acknowledge it, bring it out, then it usually dissipates, which is a good thing. It's a very nice thing. They have no concept of time, no concept of space. They come at all hours of the night. Person I had the pleasure of meeting. Oh, thanks, girl. Hello, everybody just joining in. We are talking about mediumship. Please, if you have any questions, I am here for you tonight. Please let me know. I don't want you to be afraid of mediumship. I really, really don't. A lot of you that have known me for years, I am the same person. I am. I've just never shared this part of me with you because there was no reason to at that point. Or I was hiding it. I was in the closet, and now I'm out. In and out. And I'm better out. mediumship can be absolutely beautiful. It is incredibly healing. It's really for the person living to let everyone know that their loved ones are okay. Where are they? That is my biggest question. Where are they? You know, and I tell them, what are they doing? And then they tell me, and I tell them, you know, sometimes though mediumship can be really, really hard. It can be really hard because for myself, it's like little pieces of a puzzle that I have to put together. And then sometimes I might have to ask a question, because people say, well, if they have to ask you a question, they're not legit. That's not true, because we get symbols, we get colors, we get smells, we get taste, we can hear. I mean, it comes to us in all different forms. A lot of times I feel it, like I can just feel what's happening, or I can hear like voices, you know, and sometimes they sound like a frequency. So I have to kind of decode it, if you will. And then the other times I'll just get a flash, like maybe just a flash of a car, or I'll see like a little screen go by that kind of looks like a movie. And then I got to put all the pieces together so it makes sense for you. So it isn't always easy. It can be extremely draining. Oh, thanks, Mary. It can be draining. Yes. Do we ground ourselves? Absolutely, you have to. Do we protect ourselves? Oh my goodness, yes, yes, yes. But what I can say is, I mean, if you're doing this all day like I do, it can, you know, I mean, you go from one to another to another to another. Especially, I love my live events. I love them because I love to get people in a room and then spirit comes through me and I just walk around the room and get messages. I love that. But yes, it's like, oh my gosh, I see this over here, but it could be for someone over here. You know, I mean, it's just, it's so exciting. I love doing it. But like I said, mediumship is really connecting with the person on the other side. Now, saying that too is, can they tell the future? Well, not technically, but I can ask them, hey, you know, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm thinking, because I see past, present, future as well. So I'm also considered what you would call a psychic. Do you guys really know what the terminology of psychic means? Do you really know what that word means? Because it's always got kind of a negative, you know, like connotation of it. It's kind of like everybody's like, oh my God, a psychic. Oh my God, she's like, ooh, you know, she's scary, you know, that type of thing. That's what I've always thought. It's, you know, do you know what psychic means? It means tuning into the soul. When you say it like that, it's not so scary, right? Tuning into the soul of a person. I think that sounds pretty cool. It doesn't sound so scary. So, you know, psychics aren't scary. I mean, there's some out there that work on a totally different vibration that I don't work on, but that doesn't mean that they're bad. It just means that we just don't work on the same vibration. They see all of the negative stuff that might happen to somebody. I don't want to see that. That's not why I want people to come in. I want people to be happy and see the good things. You know, it's not that I'm blocking it. It's not that I'm not being honest with you. It's because I don't see it. They're not showing me unless I ask them. And then if I'm like, hey, I really need to see, then I'll see it, you know. But I love that whole definition of that. Definition of tuning into the soul. That's a beautiful thing, because that's what we are, you guys. We are a soul. And when we die, our bodies cross over. Our bodies are a vessel. Our soul crosses over. So we are the soul. So when I'm doing a healing, a reading, a mediumship, I'm really tapping into the soul of the person on the other side. And that's what I'm tapping into. So how do they present to me? They can present differently to each different medium. Each time that I connect with somebody on the other side, it's always different. It's not always the same. Well, sometimes it is, but majority of the time it can be different. So like if you come into me and I might connect with your mother or grandmother, and the first time I might see them just as an essence, or I might just see an outline and I can tell what their hair looks like, or I can feel into what their hair color is, or what their, I can get names sometimes, and sometimes I can get letters or whatever. And then the next time you come into me, maybe a year later, I might see the whole body like it looks like you and I. Or I might not see them at all, but I might just feel them, or I might just hear them talking to me. So I have no control. Like I have zero control over that. I wish I had control over it, but I don't. So, you just kind of roll with it, and knowing that you trust in your gift, and knowing that you know that you're connecting to the other person, you have to go with it. There'll be so many times I automatic write. Do you guys know what that is? It's where you literally take a pen or a pencil or something and a piece of paper, or I can use my iPad and I automatic type. It's basically, she just came out. Did you guys hear that? Sorry. She's like, I'm sorry, Kirsten. I didn't catch that. Don't you love Siri? Anyway, so I'll take a piece of paper and I'll just start drawing, scribbling, writing. It's not me. It's Spirit coming through me. So I can give you messages written form. Like we're kind of doing tomorrow night at our meditation retreat. We are doing messages from angels. Yes, I can connect to your spirit guides. Yes, I can connect to spirit on the other side, people that have crossed over. And yes, I can connect to your angels or guardian angels. So that is another gift that people can have. Being open to it. Everybody has a gift. Everybody has intuition. Everybody can feel a spirit on the other side. So if you're at home and you just know that maybe your grandmother is visiting you, or you're getting a sign, does that mean you're a medium? Not technically, but it does mean that you have this sensitivity to pick up on the spirit on the other side. The one thing about spirit on the other side that I've learned is they're extremely, extremely powerful. And what I mean by that, that's not to scare you. What I mean by that is if they want their presence known, they'll make it known. They don't, most of our loved ones are not there to hurt you. They're not there to scare you. They're trying to get your attention. And they will do it on any way that they can, whether they come through dreams. If you have dreams about someone that has passed over, that's a real visitation. If there's a certain song that plays a lot of the time, or you keep seeing the same thing over and over and over when you're talking about them, pay attention to that, you guys, because they have to try to get your attention in whatever way that they can, they're going to do. That's why like people like me can kind of help you, or people like whoever you go to can help you and say, yes, no, that's not what it was, or yes, that's real. You're not crazy. A lot of people think, I swear to God, I felt my grandmother, but I don't know. And you have all these questions, right? You're not crazy. It's real. Like it's totally real. I wish a lot of times that the stuff that I could see, feel, hear, smell, taste, whatever, I wish there was a better way for me to explain it to everybody, because it's such an amazing, amazing thing to know that the person that you're connecting with, what they're saying and how they're doing it. I mean, I know that when I do my readings and stuff, it's just like, blah, 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 blah. I mean, I talk really fast, and I don't remember anything. I just don't, because like I said earlier, if you didn't hear it, it's not for me to remember. I can honestly say, though, my first memory was, I think I was kindergarten, so 5 or 6. Is that how kindergarten? 5 or 6. I know my parents knew that I had the gift when I was probably 1.5 to 2 years old. Imaginary friends. I always had imaginary friends. I was always playing with friends and talking to friends, and nobody was there. Really telling a lot about myself. But this is part of it. And it's not scary, you guys, because I'm still me. I'm still the same person. I'm not a wackadoo. I mean, I know people think, oh, I'm not. I'm just like you, completely like you. I was gifted with a beautiful gift to help others. And that's what mediums are here to do. We are here to help others. It's for the living. Sometimes it's for the deceased. Sometimes they need to get through. Sometimes they need to tell their loved ones something that maybe they couldn't say before they died. It's incredible, some of the most powerful sessions that I've had, that not only did it help the living, but it also helped the deceased. So it is such an amazing thing. You can develop, I'm not saying, if you're psychic and you have the ability, which we all have intuition, but if you're like a full-blown psychic, there are ways that you can develop your mediumship. It doesn't mean that you're going to be a full-blown mediumship or medium, but you can develop it so you can be more in tune with it. People that are not psychic or not, medium, if you will, there are ways to also enhance your sensitivity to it. So you know if a loved one has come to you, if you know that if this is a sign, it's really a sign, because they do come for to let you know. Is there any questions? Well, hello. Hello, Kate. All right. I think I'm missing something, let me see. So questions, do you guys have any questions? Have you guys had any experiences? What are your thoughts about this? I mean, does this scare you? Does this excite you? Does this make you feel more comfortable, more confident that there's definitely knowing that this is a real thing? I mean, it truly is a real thing. For me to get out here, and people that know me, I don't, this is huge for me to talk about this, because I don't want to lose friends. I don't want to lose family. I don't want to lose clients. I don't want to lose anything. But this is who I am, and this is who I've always been. And this is something that I am very thankful. It took me a long time to accept this gift. It took me a long time to really be okay with letting other people know about it, because I don't want to lose people in my life. You know what I mean? I don't want people to judge me, judge my family, and distance themselves because of that. Because I'm still me that you've always known, but I just have one little thing that might be different than you. But when you really sit down and talk to me, and we really start going back and forth, am I really that different? Do you get signs? Do you feel your loved one on the other side? Then I'm not so different, right? So these are things that I've found in the last few years, that we're all pretty much the same. We all pick up things. We all have situations and things that come to us that are really legit on the other side. Do you ever have that question, like, this just happened? It should have never happened, but why did it happen? Think about it. It's real. It's real. I'm going to look at some questions here. Yes. Okay, Mickey. Yes. You validated what I've always believed. Great, Kate. I'm so glad. Yay. I'm so glad that this is a validation, or it's resonating with you guys, because we're not alone. There are millions and millions and millions of us out there that have the gift, or have the situations of that we feel somebody, or we know something's on the other side. Do you guys ever get this? It's just popped in. Did you guys ever get this, that you just you just know something's going to happen, or something doesn't feel right, and you just keep thinking of this person over and over and over and over, and then bam, they either show up, you hear about them, or something happened to them? Has that ever happened to you guys? I mean, this is incredible, because it always tends to happen. I'm reading some more stuff here. Okay, we're there. So some ways that you can enhance your gifts are basically, meditation was my biggest thing, is because when you meditate, you're kind of opening up yourself and you're being still. I'm sorry, I don't know why my throat's going, but all of a sudden you just kind of open up your gifts. Open up yourself. All the answers are with them. That's one thing. I do spiritual classes that we get together. It's a 12-week program, and I teach you basic, right? Like start from the beginning and how to enhance the muscle of our intuition, which is our third eye. All our clairs, clairsentience, clairaudience, clair. I teach you all of that. Knowledge, feel the energy, improved. Oh, thanks, Beth. How are you, girl? How are those kids of yours? Those beautiful little kids. Yes, I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all of your positive too. I think that helps too, because, you know, being here right now and literally pouring out my soul is a scary thing. It is. But it's so rewarding at the same time, because I love talking about this. I love being able to share with all of you something that I've had to hide for so many years. It's just, and it's not a bad thing. It's such a beautiful thing to be able to sit across from you and say, listen, here's what your mother is saying to you, or hey, listen, do you have a grandfather that you didn't know, but I want to let you know, blah, blah, blah. Or, you know, whatever the message is, it's so incredible, you know. Yes, you can enhance anything you want to enhance. You got to have the intention, and you got to have the will and want to work at it. It's, some people are very natural at it. When I was really developing my spiritual side and I was learning more about it, I learned about stuff that I was doing my whole life, but didn't know that it had a name to it. So I would be considered like a natural person. But there are some other people that have some natural abilities, and then as you're going, you can enhance into what your natural abilities are, and then you can enhance into, okay, I want to learn this, or, you know, I would love to, I've always been interested in maybe numerology. Can I add that in? So yes, yes, yes. The more knowledge that you know, the more that you open yourself up, the more your natural gifts are just going to shine through. And it changes your life, you guys. Like, I can't even tell you. Like, I don't even know how to explain it to you to let you know that it just changes your life. It's just absolutely incredible. Like, when you're able to be able to just be who you are and not, I don't want to say I don't care, because I do care. I mean, I do care that, you know, people don't think, I just don't want people afraid of me, because I'm like the harmless person you'll ever meet. Nothing to be, but being able to walk out that front door of my house and be like, oh, this is who I am. Yes, yes. You know, I'm going to help people today. This is awesome. Now, can I say this? Have I ever been in a session and somebody didn't come through? Yeah, it stinks, but yeah, it can happen, because like I said, there's no control over who comes through. Does it break my heart? It does. Can I usually go find them? Yeah, but it's always nice to be able to, for the person to sit down and they'd be like, okay, they're so excited and they're nervous and they're like, ooh, and then for them just to come through naturally. Does it happen very often? Not really, but it can happen. It's just really important that you know that it's not because your loved one doesn't want to speak to you. I can't say that enough, because that's the first thing that people think, well, why didn't they come through for me? Don't they not want to see me? No, that's not it at all. It's just the connection. Once, what I call like opening the door, once I open up the door and whoa, it can be overwhelming. I mean, people that aren't even related to you come through. And where I do my readings at Revive, we're open. We let spirit come through all day long, because that's what we do there. So there's a lot of spirit hanging out. So sometimes I have to like weed through them, if you know what I mean. And I don't mean that disrespectful in any sort of way, but sometimes I have to navigate through to find the person that's there for you. So there's so much to it that it's kind of hard to explain. So hopefully this makes sense. I don't know. You know, sometimes this is when I wish like I really need to go by my notes and everything, but I can't. It just doesn't work for me. I can sit there, but then I get so flustered at trying to read everything I wrote that it's not authentic. It's not coming through. It's just what I wrote. That's not who I am. I like to have them just to have them. It's like a security blanket, but here we go. And then I put them aside and I'm like, here we go. So does this make sense to you guys? Does this resonate? Do you have any questions? Is there anything that you've ever wondered that you know, have about mediumship that you've ever, I'm going to go back because I think I missed something up here. I'm going to make sure that I didn't. All right. Nope, I guess I got them all. All right, so mediumship. What do you guys think about it? Interact with me. Let me know. I mean, have you been to a medium before? If it wasn't with me, has it been with someone else? Have you been to a medium before? How was your experience? Because one of the things that when you go to a medium or a psychic medium or just a psychic or whatever, you want it to be a positive situation. You shouldn't go away feeling horrible. If you feel bad, then maybe call the person back, especially if they're a positive type person. Like with my readings, I like everyone to leave on a positive note, because having a reading is not supposed to be bad. It's not supposed to make you scared. It's not supposed to make you feel horrible about yourself or your situation or maybe like a relationship or anything. It's not, because there's so many good things that are in our path. Now, are there hurdles in our path? Yes. Are there some things that negative that can happen in our path? Absolutely. But when the overall reading should be, it shouldn't just all be about negativity, because that can set somebody back, or that can make somebody go in a different direction, and that's not the way it's supposed to happen. We're not supposed to blueprint. We're not supposed to steer you in the wrong direction. We're supposed to just guide you. They're supposed to just give you information. I have my grandma's hands. Do I? You have your grandma. Do I? Oh my gosh. Do I? I'll have to check. Or you have your grandma's hands. No, you have me. Yes. Do I really? I'll have to find out. I'll have to ask my mom. Let's see. Can you channel without long distance? What do you mean by that, Kate? Can I channel long distance, or what do you mean? I mean, I can channel. I don't know if I understand the question. I can channel I can go back generation after generation after generation. The person doesn't have to be with me. I can do it that way, if that's what you mean. I can go into past lives, so I can pick up your past life as well. Anything that's reoccurring that's happening in this lifetime. Hey, Jenna. Hi. Sorry. Okay. Sidetrack. Squirrel. Sparkle. Yes, I can definitely go. I don't know if I understand your question. Let me see if you answered. Go to medium. That question about my dad. So many years ago. You have always wanted to go to a medium. You should go to a medium. Yeah, you should go to a medium. I think you would get a lot of things, especially. I'm sorry about your dad's passing. You should go, because I feel like you did say that. I have questions about my dad's past. Yeah, I think you should. I think you would get a lot of clarity just sitting here, just reading your name and reading what you wrote and picking up a bunch of stuff on that. I'm not going to throw it out for people to hear, but I really feel like you would get some closure, because I feel like you need that. So going to a medium, make sure you feel comfortable with them. Do your research. Just don't go to, just don't type in, and make sure you feel comfortable with the person that you're going to go to get a reading from, especially when it has to do with mediumship, because you're working with your loved ones here, right? So you want to make sure that you get the best information that you possibly can. And there's so many gifted mediums out there. I mean, they really, truly are. And just feel like you resonate with them. That's really important. I can't stress that enough. Did I answer it, Kate? Okay. I don't know why I felt like all circled. Yeah, but definitely. And you love past life stuff. Yeah, past life stuff is amazing. It really, it can really affect this lifetime. We're here to learn lessons. We've signed contracts before we're even born to learn lessons from our past, but sometimes there's some reoccurring situations that keep coming that don't allow us to move forward in our life. So that's what I like to do about past lives. We're not supposed to know everything about our past life, though. There are certain things we're supposed to know so we can clear them up and we can move forward, but not to dwell on them, or we're not always supposed to know every single detail, because we're just not supposed to. Now, a lot of people disagree with that, and that's okay. I'm totally fine with that. But there are certain reasons why we know what's in our past life. We know what to clear it so we can move forward and have a better life in this lifetime. So when we come back in our next lifetime, we don't have to relive it again, because nobody wants to do that. But yeah, so this is one thing that it's a really important subject to me. It's not one that you'll hear me talk about. Well, now lately, yes, but before I would never talk about it. I do have to reassure you, if you just came in and you didn't hear me in the beginning, just because I do what I do, if you run into me on the street, I'm not going to read you. I'm not. I'm not going to read you unless you ask me to, unless you give me permission. When you walk through the door of Revive, I don't pick up anything. I shut it down until we go into the room or you ask me. I'm not invasive. I don't want to scare any people. That's not who I am. And I see light, love, and positive. I work with God's energy. So I don't deal with anything dark. That is not my ammo. I'm always the love and light of God. I have a deep, deep faith, and that will never change. So I just want to make that very clear before I get a lot of emails later, because I do get those. And oh, aren't they fun? Anyways, any questions, you guys? Did this make sense? Did this help you? Did this clear up some things for you? When you're connecting with people on the other side, it can be such a beautiful, beautiful session. It truly is. It's so incredibly healing, not only for you, but for the person that is on the other side as well. You know, they do have a lot to say. They, just because they pass away doesn't mean that they're still not with us, doesn't mean that they're not guiding us in some sort of way, doesn't mean that they're not checking, especially with the young. I find that they're constantly checking in and checking on the young that they have been born after they have passed. It's pretty incredible. You might have had situations where some of your children or grandchildren have said, oh, I just seen, and they've seen a picture of someone that that's the first time they've seen them. That stuff is real, you guys. It's not make-believe. It's real. Or if one of your children say, man, there's a man standing over there, and then he says he's blah, 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 please trust your child. They're not crazy. They really do. Spirit does connect with the young. It really does. The one thing that spirit connects with too is animals. Animals are very, very hypersensitive. So a lot of times your animals will act, really crazy or weird, or they'll just start running crazy in circles, or they'll start barking at nothing, or they'll just start staring into a space. Ask, oh, is somebody here? And the first person that pops into your mind is usually the one that's visiting you. It is real, okay, you guys? It's real, it's real, it's real. I can't stress that enough. Your dog isn't crazy. I was going to say 4 dogs, but now we're down to 3 dogs. And we have a lot of activity in this house, obviously. So with me being here, so they are constantly picking up stuff. It's just crazy how much they pick up. So it's a great thing, you guys. I don't want you to be afraid of it. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. If you decide to get a reading, whether it's with me, I would love that, or with somebody else, make sure you resonate with the person. Make sure that they work at a high vibration. You don't want to go to anybody that is kind of negative or in a low vibration, because you'll probably hear negative things, and that's not what readings are for. And like I said, I don't see anything like that unless it's going to save a life or do something for the higher good of yourself or the person or the situation. Yes. All right. Trust, trust, trust. Mary, you know me so well. Everyone that knows me too is you got to trust, trust, trust your intuition. We all have intuition. We're born with intuition. When this God is singing, you better listen to it. When this God is frowning, listen to it. You got to trust, trust, trust. One thing that when I teach people too is that when you are, trying to get answers or you're asking your higher self questions, the first thing that pops into your head, bam, 1, 2, 3, right there. That is your answer. If your mind starts thinking about it, processing it, analyzing it, doing all that stuff, no, that's your brain. That's not your people talking to you. That's not your higher self. So you have to trust, trust, trust. If somebody comes and visits you and through a dream, you feel their presence, all of a sudden you're getting all these signs or these, this music comes on or you start seeing a certain symbol, whether it's a feather or an eagle or, you guys pay attention to that because like I said earlier, in case you missed it, Spirit will come to us and they will do anything they can to get our attention, not anything bad. I'm talking about my experiences. I can't talk about other mediums or other psychic mediums. I will never do that. I'm only talking about my knowledge and my experiences. From my experience, they're not going to come to you to hurt you. They're not there to haunt you. They're not there. They're here to let you know that they're with you. So please just trust, trust, trust in that. I can't stress that enough. Let's see. Hi, Kira. Hi, Lori. How are you? Thanks for joining on. Yay, yay, yay. All right. Any questions? Come on, guys. Give me something. I'm eager to answer something. What you got? Any experiences? Let me know. Let's interact. Yes. Okay. As I'm waiting to see if anybody has any questions or anything, I'm really happy that all of you joined on. We do have a big weekend coming up. If you missed it in the beginning, our Revive 5 anniversary, yay, Sunday from 1 to 4. Please join us if you're not busy. We're going to have tons of food and tons of fun and tons of cake, and we're just going to dance our soul silly. Yes, we are. That's what we're going to do. We also have activities, just little activities, just something to keep us busy or the kids. So bring your children, bring anyone you want. It's going to be awesome. I hope all of this helped all of you guys. I'm just going to check real quick. Any advice on upcoming retrograde? Retrograde can really affect a lot of people. One of the things you want to do is you really want to stay grounded. It doesn't really, I'm going to say this, it's probably going to affect me this time. Retrograde, it doesn't really affect me too much because I think it's because I hit it head on and I don't allow it to me. Because I know what's going to happen, right? So I know like in my electronics or my emotions or depending on what retrograde that it is. So I go into it prepared, So I guess I know a lot of other people are going to be like, that's not true. But you know what? That works for me. I'm talking about me, my situation. Whatever retrograde that's coming up, I usually figure out, what are the main things that it's going to do? I prepare myself. I ground myself. I keep myself centered. And I go into it prepared. Going in to know that, okay, so if it's going to mess with this, and this is what I'm prepared to, and then I'm not going to let it happen. So that's how I deal with it. You can give it a try. I don't know that it'll work for you, but I've always been pretty successful. Knock on wood. Watch this retrograde. I'll be bumming. No, but that's honestly 100% what I do. So when people are posting, oh my God, blah, 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 I'm like, it just doesn't really. I don't let it affect me the best that I can. There are times that it has, but then I just regroup, reground, and then hit it head on. So I hope that answers your question. What else? I did a good reading for my friend. I remember that, Dawn. Yay! Thank you for that. I'm so happy. Everybody was happy then. Yay! I don't remember what I read, but I do remember the people that I read for. Or if I forget your name, I'd look at you because being a makeup artist, I never forget eyes and I never forget a face. So I'll be like, I read for you before, didn't I? So thank you, Kate. I know. Do you believe it's 5 years, you guys? Like, I just can't even get over it. It's just so exciting. That, you know what, that's a good point, Kate, because maybe I was born during a retrograde. Maybe that's why it doesn't make, you know, it makes a difference. I never really checked into that. Maybe I should look. Wouldn't that be cool? I think I'm going to check into that. That could make a lot of sense. Thank you for that. See, I just learned something. Isn't this exciting? I love these Facebook Lives. I really, really do. They're fun for me. I love it because I'm able to connect with all of you that I can't connect with on a daily basis or even a monthly or yearly basis sometimes. So being able to jump on here and just chit chat, I love that. I just do. I hope you guys are liking it too, because I'll keep coming on. If you guys want me to keep coming, I'll keep coming. What do you know, whatever you guys want to talk about, let me know. I mean, we don't even have to have a subject. We can just get on and start talking. I'm a great talker. I can talk for about whatever. I love talking about motivation, inspiration, and spiritual stuff. I just, you know, how can you not love talking about that? You can go on for hours and you can get so in depth. That's the only other thing is because of time that, you know, people don't have so much time to sit here online all night. That's why it's like I try to hit it fast and hit it hard, because we could talk so long, so deep about so much stuff. Maybe I should do a segment on retrograde. What do you guys think about that? Also, I think I want to talk about some astral stuff and cosmic stuff. I think that would be a cool subject. Don't you guys think that'd be kind of cool? That'd be pretty in depth. Listen, my brain is going. It's going. It's going. So let's see. Something just popped up. Here we are. And then needs to talk. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to tell it here because it's private. Yes, John, come see me. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's just something that, see, that's another thing with me. I'm big on boundaries unless I'm not going to tell people's business unless you're like, say it. But come see me. It'd be worth it. I really feel that it would be worth it. Yes, please. You know what? Maybe I will come on one night and just get on and see who comes in. Let me tell you. Okay, answer me this before we get off, okay? I do live parties, yes. I've never done readings on my Facebook because it never occurred to me until somebody brought it up to me, and I was like, oh, Can I do it? Absolutely, I could do it. I have no problem with that. But is that something you guys might want me to come on and just do a few readings? Whoever, I'm trying to think how I do it because I've never really thought about it before. Yes, I do group readings, Beth. Now, are you talking about home parties? Or are you talking about you guys coming in, just a few of you at a time? Because my home parties, I'm booked up until March 2020. But if you guys want to come in to Revive and do like a few of you at a time, I'm available. I have more time available for that. But my actual home party calendar, I'm booked, March 2020. So if you guys want any home parties, you'll have to contact me right now. We can start booking you for after March 2020. But if you do want to do group readings to come into Revive, I do have more availability because I'm there every day. So I have 2 different calendars for that. So it's kind of like, so I try to balance it the best that I can. Let's see. Okay, reading, absolutely. Okay, so you guys thinking maybe I come on here and do like a couple of readings? I'm reading and talking at the same time. It's just not going well. But probably how I would do it is the more people we have, I would love to, because as the names scroll, whatever name points out at me at first is probably, that's usually how it works, because even as I'm doing these live videos and I'm scrolling down, it's like boom, 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 like the light, I don't know how to explain it, but it literally like goes like that and gets bigger. So that probably would be like a really cool thing, you guys. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Okay. Okay. I knew there was a reason I was drawn to you. Okay. I have some family members that would feel more comfortable having their reading with a group instead of an individual. That, you know what, Beth, that's true. That's true. Most people do. They like to have that, and that's totally fine. Call me at Revive, and then we'll see what we have open, and we'll get you guys in. Yeah, absolutely. I love doing those anyways. I love doing group readings. They're kind of great. All the energy, the synergy going around, it's pretty awesome. So absolutely call me. Yes, we can hook you up. Yes, yes, yes. And if you have a special day in mind, let me know. But we're 3 weeks and out. So if you're talking to your family, 3 weeks and out. So just keep that in mind when you're calling for an appointment. Say hello. Well, you know she's with you all the time, Mary. Oh my goodness. Hello, Renee. Renee. Hello, hello. All right. So anyways, guys, we're talking about mediumship, how awesome it is. They're here to be with you. Like I said, I was talking about my experiences about being a medium. I can't speak for anybody else. If you're just joining in or you're coming on late, everybody spirit presents themselves differently to everybody. There are so many incredibly gifted different mediums out there. If you want to go to a medium, just resonate with them. Make sure that you connect with them, because there are some that, you know, I don't ever go to a medium and feel like you're going to get tons of negative stuff. It should be somewhat positive. But like I said, everybody is different and spirit presents differently. I am so thankful and blessed that I'm doing what I'm doing now. Howdy. Hello, hello. I don't want people to be afraid of mediums. Mediums they have a special gift, and they are here to help the people living and the people that are deceased. So please don't ever feel that you should be afraid of a medium unless they're like on a really negative vibe. Then it's kind of stay away from it. But honestly, when you connect with people on the other side, not only, like I said earlier, is it healing for the person living, but it's also can be healing for the person deceased. But it also, as a medium, it can be very touching to see the difference that you can make for a family, or the difference of just that one little thing that they've been waiting to hear, or that one little thing just to know that they're with them. When they leave, it's like they're a totally different person. And what better gift to be able to give that to somebody? I mean, you know, and now that I've been doing it for the last few years, I think, why did I wait so long? Like, why did I wait so long? Why was I so afraid? But you know what? It was all timing. It had to be timing with me, and in order for me to be able to jump in. And it was so funny too, because I was never ever going to do it. Never going to do it until Revive came. I opened up Revive, and then I hired other readers. I don't know if some of you heard the story. I'm sorry you're hearing it again, but but yeah, it was like I hired somebody to do a reading, and they didn't show. They were on their way, and the 6 women were there, and they were having their wine and their chocolate and their cheese and their crackers, and I was like, oh my God. And I was only like, I want to say I was only 4 days open. Like, I was new, like 4 days open. And I knew I could do it. I just chose not to do it because, you know, I wasn't supposed to do it. You know, in my mind, it was like, oh, I'm never going to do this, blah, 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 blah. And the reader didn't show, and I really feel like it was fate. I feel like it was kind of in God's hand, because then I just grabbed my notebook and my pen and sat down and said, okay, let's do this. And here we are today. So I've been doing it ever since. It's kind of funny, because with me, things, I have to throw myself into things for me to do them, or I'll come up with every excuse or reason why. Hi, Trish. Hey, girl. To do them. So knowing that I had a gift since I was little, and being afraid of it and hiding it for so long, it's really hard now that I've come out that I'm just not going to hide it. I mean, I love what I do, And I just don't want you guys to be afraid of people that are mediums, because they're just like you. We're just like you. That's all. We just have a little extra component that we connect with other things on the other side. So I'm so thankful that all of you have definitely joined in tonight. I hope this helped any of you. If you are watching this and you didn't get to see all of it, hit hashtag replay, send me a purple heart, something. Let me know that you guys are definitely still watching. I'm really excited to be here every week to connect with you guys. We were talking about me coming on here and doing readings for people. I've never done that live on Facebook, but I'm not opposed to doing it. I think it would be fun. As long as you guys, you're open to it. Whatever comes out, comes out. You know what I'm saying? So is there any last questions or any comments that you would like to give me before we sign off here? I can't believe it's already been an hour, you guys. It's just like, bam, it flies through. So anything. Let me see. I want to come and see you. Yay. I'm glad that you will. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. I hope all of you have a great night. Remember, Revive 5 anniversary party this Sunday, 1, 2, 4. Woo, woo, woo. Come and see us. It's going to be a great time. We're going to dance our soul silly. I'm so excited. It's just one huge celebration. Oh, I should tell you, we are not doing services that day. I don't want my girls to do services. I want them to celebrate with us. I want it's all about you guys for supporting us for the last 5 years and letting us be who we are and letting us do what we love to do. So we just want to celebrate. So come join us. It's going to be fabulous. Tomorrow night, if you are not busy at 7:30, oh my goodness, don't miss it, because Melissa and I at 7:30 are doing our meditation retreat with messages from the angels, and you will get a message from one of your angels or archangel, whoever comes through. We will find out. We just don't know yet. We'll know that night. And also at 1 o'clock tomorrow, Mind Vibe with Teresa and me. We are going to be doing our live radio broadcast. So tune in, Blog Talk Radio. We are not doing a live video that day. We're just doing the radio. But if you miss it, we will give you the link so you can listen to it. It's on Kindness. So yay. All right, everybody. Have a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous night. And have the best weekend ever. Until next time. Love and sparkles. Bye, everybody.